As I've mentioned earlier on, that today or this weekend we're celebrating International Jazz Day, which brings together countries and communities around the world each year, to celebrate jazz and the role that jazz plays in fostering dialogue, fighting discrimination and promoting human dignity. And it's celebrated each year on the 30th of April. Several events have taken place around the world, including here at home. And to help us unpack the events lined up, we are joined by Badimo jazz saxophonist David Mainline Ngobeni, who is performing in Hamaanskraal this weekend. And earlier on, if you were watching, we spoke to Brenda, Sisane, who is the Executive Director of International Jazz Day in South Africa. David Ngobeni, a very, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I swear that no technological difficulties formed against us will prosper. I'm actually glad that we got a hold of you and connected with you. Now, you and members of Badimo Jazz are performing as part of the International Jazz Day South Africa celebrations. Give us more background into how this band came about.
This band was formed 20 years back with my wife and my sons, and the other guys from Pretoria, in Pretoria and Hamaanskraal.
Okay, so speak to us about the composition of this band. I mean, it essentially is a family band, isn't it?
Yes, it's a family band. It's me and my wife and my sons.
Okay, so what really informed the formation of this band? What inspired it? Are all of you musicians?
Yes, all of us were musicians. I'm playing saxophone, tenor, and alto and flute. My wife is playing bongos. My son is playing drums and guitar. And the other members, they join us.
Wow, that is so awesome, Mr. Ngobeni. What would you point out as some of the highlights of embarking on this jazz journey?
I beg your pardon?
What would you point out as highlights, some of the highlights that you can just pick out as one of the highlights of embarking on this journey of jazz music?
Jazz music, we try to accommodate more people about this kind of music. Yes.
Okay, now speak to us about your upcoming performances at the International Jazz Day this weekend.
Today we are performing here in Moretele municipality in Matibestad. So we're going to start around about 11 o'clock. So we invite all the people, different places, from Polokwane and in Mpumalanga and the community of Hamaanskraal.
All right, Mr. Ngobeni, great chatting to you and all the best today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, my brother.
All right, that was Badimo jazz saxophonist David Mainline Ngobeni, who will be performing in Hamaanskraal this weekend. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back shortly.